Zamfara State Governor Bello has in a broadcast provided details of the new law prescribing death penalty for terrorists, kidnappers, cattle rustlers, cultists and other criminals, as well as their informants in the state. Well, it's part of his administration's efforts to end insecurity.
That's right. And the governor also banned motorcycle operations in 8 communities in Gusau from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. with an order to shoot anyone found violating the ban. Well, the measure was taken by the Security Council following reports of the use of motorcycles by bandits and other criminals to perpetrate their activities within the state.
I assented 3 bills into law. The first one is social protection law. The second one is child protection law and person with disability. I have assented these 3 laws today. Measures that have been taken by them are passing these laws as required by me and the people of the state. This shows that the State Assembly is always on their toes to make sure that whatever can bring peace and stability of the state, they are ready. I assure the people of the state that this bill will help in so many ways. And as you know, I'm a father, have children, so we have to do everything for the protections of the children of the state.
Well, joining us now for more on this is the Director of Internal Security in Zamfara State, Bello Bakyasuwa. Thank you very much for joining us. Good to have you on Newsnight.
Thank you for having me.
So, the governor of Zamfara State has put pen to paper to make the death penalty the order of the day for those who perpetrate violent crimes against, citizens of the state. But Amnesty International actually holds that the death penalty is the ultimate abuse of human rights and degrading punishment. Against this backdrop, Zamfara State is going the other way. What exactly has informed this decision?
Yes, Uzbillahi. First of all, I would like the nation to know that Zamfara State has become an empire of terrorists. Zamfara State has become an empire of drugs and sophisticated weapons business. Zamfara State has become imperial for terrorist group to gather there and bring up their bad atrocity against other states. So Zamfara State has become something else that these measures is very, 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 very necessary to take, because we must commend the governor for putting an existing law to stop this wanton killings and banditry and other things and what have you. Because as I'm talking to you, executive order doesn't exist anymore.
Okay.
Yes, this thing that you are saying, International Criminal Court and what have you, and this thing, once there is an existing law, and it's a law that is adopted by the states, by the citizens. So I see no reason why we will not bring out our law to safeguard ourselves.
Okay, I'm glad you have mentioned that it is law. Over 15 states at the last count in Nigeria have passed laws that impose death penalty as punishment for kidnapping and other violent crimes. But what we have seen is that the passage of these laws did not translate to implementation or the execution of it. So what will be different in Zamfara State? Is the governor ready to actually sign off the deaths of convicted kidnappers in the state? Because we've seen these laws. These laws exist in Nigeria.
Yeah, but
and the governors are refusing to sign the death penalties.
What I want you to understand here, he has assent and he has given the order, shoot at sight. He has given that order. So it's something that is a law that speaks for himself.
Laws are just in paper. How do you translate this to
actual? Yes, because you can see that right from his action, you can be convinced that he is more of serious. He is the first governor. He is the first governor to bring up about 7 measures right from his inspection. So therefore, Governor Matawale must be commendable. As I'm telling you now, Zamfara State has become, as I said earlier, the federal government should see Zamfara State as a state that needs an urgent measures to tackle this menace. The governor have done his own. It's left for the federal government now to implement, to enforce, because the army that we are supposed to carry out these orders, we are taking order from the federal government. The army have its own rules of engagement. They were there abundantly. The mobile police, the police, they were there to fight these people. But we are confused. We become confused. They remain reluctant. Maybe we have foreseen because there were no existing law. So the governor now has come up with an existing law and has brought up, some
measures or
you said
measures?
No, not measures. Okay. He has physically bought special purpose car. Vehicles for to enhance the operation. This is to show that he is serious. He has bought also a special purpose motorcycles for the operation, and he has created inward community protection guard to complement all this law, to enforce all this law.
Fantastic. I mean, I'm happy you talk about the community protection guard. The death penalty also covers informants of these terrorists and bandits. In other words, those who help and give information to bandits also will face the death penalty. Great. Now, but in June this year, the state governor actually directed citizens to go ahead and get license to arm themselves and, defend themselves. How far has the state government gone with that? Are people responding? Are they, going out there to seek for license to carry arms to protect themselves? Yeah,
what I want you to understand, as I said earlier, there were several measures.
Right.
Security is all about, it doesn't budget security. It doesn't give account for security. That is, security situation can come up at any time, and you as a executive, as the leader of this chief executive and the security of this thing, you will quickly come up with measures to counter the situation. Because as I'm telling you...
but these measures have to be thought through in a way that is actually actionable, not just to come up with laws that you really cannot enforce.
That is the actionable aspect of this. The people now, right from this, before this law safe, the people there were volunteers in all the communities now, as I'm talking to you. We have volunteers that are safeguarding their communities. So just to give them the authority backing, so we ask them to come out. Because these people, the government have done everything to them. They have said with them, what is their problem? They said their problem is headsmen. They have this is a clash between headsmen. They say, okay, let's come for reconciliation. The governor has pardoned everybody, and there are reconciliation measures on ground. If you did not forget, as I said right from his inception as a governor, he gave that orders, and they stayed up to 7 months without attacking anybody. But thereafter, some strangers came in and sabotaged the effort of that reconciliation. So that's why I said he's taking bit by bit by bringing whatever situation that come up.
So what's the state government doing to give confidence to the communities, to citizens within the state, to help government help security agencies in, you know, providing information that can lead to intel to apprehend these criminals. Is the government doing, you know, anything in that regard?
He has constituted committees. The committees, about 4 committees. There is a committee that will deal with banditry related offense. There is a committee that will deal with informant, just like inquiry, just like with that comprises lawyers and judges. So, and they have intelligent gathering that will verify and ascertain the information and liaise with the community protection guard and inform the relevant security agency to take action.
All right.
So things are going as it's supposed to be in Zamfara.
Well, you say so now, and we'll be keeping an eye on Zamfara State with these new measures being put in place. Governor Matawale, as you mentioned, has also ordered a shoot at sight, and it's for he banned riding of motorcycles from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. in Gusau town. Is there room for innocent Zamfara citizens who are, you know, caught on the road outside of this time, 8 p.m. to 6 a.m.? Do you just go shooting anybody who's riding a bike?
That is why we have an existing law. If you have an existing law, so you have to obey. And what will impress you more about all this law? They has put in a time.
So everybody should be in by 8 p.m. Everybody
not in. We are not putting a coffee.
So if I don't have a car and I ride a motorbike in Zamfara State,
what happens?
And I have to be out after 8 p.m., I get shot. That's what you're saying.
What I'm saying here, the president have already made this executive order, and just of recent, the National Security Council have come up with these measures. Matawale is just supporting and making sure that his state is the first to implement this. He is not the first.
But the concern is that this can actually be abused when you say shoot on site.
No. There are. You see, even there are committees that are checkmating this. Even this Togri. All these things started from Togri, robbery, and other things.
All right.
So no, there are committees that are all checkmating these things.
All right. Thank you so much, Bello Bakyasuwa.
Yes.
You're the Director of Internal Security in Zamfara State. Thank you so much for being on the news tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
We're definitely watching Zamfara State. We'll be watching to see how this develops.
Yes. Look, let me tell you one thing.
We have to go.
Let me tell you one thing. If Zamfara State is solved, if the problem of, in fact, we're even calling for the federal government to emergency bring a Nigerian Army Theater Command
to
Zamfara State.
Okay.
So if Zamfara State problem is solved, the whole north is safe.
Right. That's a good place to
Yes.
Thank you very much, Bello Bakyasuwa.
Thank you.